but once a month. Hopefully it could be twice, depending on how much you like this video. Share this video and subscribe to it. Now, this particular person that I am giving a makeover to, she didn't know that I was giving her this makeover. That's why it's called Glambush. Ambush, Glambush. Except we're giving her the glam, okay? Well, she's gonna talk about it. So stay tuned as we talk about everything that she's gone through. And also stay tuned as we give her this makeover that she so very much deserves. So like I said, hit that share button, hit the like button, and subscribe to this channel because there will be more. Here we go. Hey y'all, so I am here at this storefront in Birmingham, and I'll just have to say I just got a message from people who inboxed me about makeovers. They were telling me that their friend, which is Jalen, she needs a makeover, and the problem is she knows what to do with her clothes, but she has no idea what to do with her hair. So what I'm going to do today is approach her, and it's an ambush, just an ambush, and I'm going to tell her that I understand your pain, sister. Like, this is what we're here for. I'm here to bring joy to your sorrow. That's exactly what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to approach her while she's shopping. I know a lot of people don't do this. I'm going to approach her and tell her that today is her day for a special makeover, and we're going to make sure she not only looks good from with her clothes, but she's actually going to look good from head to toe. Watch this, y'all. Alright, y'all, there she is. I'm getting ready to approach her and watch what happens, okay? Jalen? Oh. I'm sorry. So, I'm sorry, Jalen. I am. Okay. Is it okay to record? Okay. Okay, right there. Okay. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, right there. So, today, Jalen, you are being ambushed. Ooh, what is it? We'll call this actually Glambush. Okay? Okay. So it's not a bad ambush. Okay. It is a day for you. Y'all must knew I needed this. Yes. Well, we got a message from one of your friends, and your friend told us that you know exactly what to do with your clothes. You know how to dress on a regular. However, you don't really know what to do with your hair. I don't know. Whichever one of y'all did, it's on. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's okay. Don't be shy. It's okay. My hair is a mess, as y'all can see. I was going to get food. Yes, she was going to get food, but it's okay, because today is your day. Yay. And if you don't mind, within an hour, you meet us at the salon. Okay. Because they told me today was your off day. It is. I don't get that many. If you don't mind taking, like, go ahead and get your food. Okay. Do whatever you have to do, and meet us at the salon. I got you. I'll be there. Thank you so much, Mimi. Whichever one of y'all did it, I love y'all. All right. Thanks. So hey, you guys, I am here at the salon waiting on Jalen. She will be arriving approximately 30 minutes from now, so hopefully I can get her to do some of the things I want her to do with her hair. I'm not sure, but we'll see, so stay tuned. Bye. Hello! So we have Jalen here. She actually showed up. She showed up. Hey, she showed up. Hey. So listen. Today we will give Jalen a look that hopefully she can stick with, but right now we have to consult with her. Don't matter what other people tell you, and I know I said don't, It don't matter what other people tell you about the client's hair. You have to still consult with them so you can know what you're getting your hands into. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'll first start with Jalen. What have you been doing with this?
Well, I'm natural. I haven't been doing anything but braiding it down and putting a wig on. I have not had my hair trimmed or cut in a year.
Yes.
So, and it has color in it, so.
So do you have any idea that a year is horrible?
Yes.
And when you're getting your hair done, you have to get your hair trimmed at least every 3 to 12 weeks. I'm sorry, 6, not 3. 6 to 12 weeks, but I meant 3 months.
I'm sorry. Y'all, it's atrocious.
Yeah. So we know that's one thing that you've been doing horribly. And let's just take a close-up on what's going on with your hair, okay? Let's get closer. You guys see the damage that she has caused. Now, please tell me this as well. When was the last time you had your hair colored?
About a year ago too. I haven't. Well, no. It was probably in the middle of last year sometime. Around my birthday, and my birthday's in October.
So when you got your hair colored, that's when you got it trimmed. Okay, so we see what color can do to your hair.
Yes.
Today, what do you like? What would you like to be done to your hair? What are some of the ideas that?
I would like a nice trim.
Okay, so we know that we've gotten past the trimming point, right?
I want some color. I want to revive my
Let's talk about the trim. No, we can't talk about color again. Not one more time.
Okay.
Until we talk about this trim. Now, trimming should have been done a long time ago. You have gotten to the point where your hair needs to be cut.
Okay.
And cut means an inch, at least, or more.
Okay.
That is what a cut is.
Okay.
And a cut involves shaping of the hair, which you do not have.
No.
So don't worry, but also don't feel bad because you should have done that before. You should have. So someone speak about this in the comments below and tell her how important it is to keep your hair trimmed, especially if you get color. If you have color in your hair, number one, you are not natural. You do understand that?
Okay. I didn't understand that.
Yes, you're not natural. No, you're not. You are actually only relaxer free.
Okay. But we still got chemicals.
Because it is still a chemical on your hair. So you have to be careful with what you're doing to the beautiful hair that you have on your hair. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's move on here. So what I was thinking, this hair is beautiful. However, she doesn't know it.
No.
The hair doesn't know it.
No.
And I'm going to give your hair a name today.
Okay.
Her name is Can Be. Because it can be great. It can be gorgeous. And it can be flawless. And it can be definitely healthy. Okay? So what we're going to make sure you won't have healthy hair again, right? And I want you to have healthy hair again. Now, that's that for the consultation. Let me tell you this first. With Glambush Makeover, it is not only about how beautiful you are on the outside, but we want to put emphasis on the beauty that you have on the inside. So I want to know, because your friend did tell me that you in the past been going through some issues and how you got out of them. But I want you to tell the world exactly, if you don't mind anyway, tell the world what have you been going through and how you got out.
Okay. Well, in 2010, I had a terrible car accident. Maybe 6 days before my 18th birthday. I was coming home with my sisters and my car stopped, and I got out to see what the problem was, and my car began to roll backwards. My instinct was to save my sisters, not worry about myself, because my car was rolling backwards down the hill. Well, I was thrown from the car to the other side of the road, where then I found out once I got to UAB that I had a broken pelvic bone and a tailbone. That's how hard the car spun me from the car.
Oh no.
And so that went through 3 or 4 months of a wheelchair, no weight bearing, not being able to walk, had to learn how to do all those things again. At 18, I'm like, I didn't plan on spending my 18th birthday in a wheelchair at the hospital.
Yeah.
So as time progressed on, I realized that I could not have narcotics. Never in my life had I had to have any of those kind of pain pills, but I realized with this injury that I was not able to sustain any of those things because my body couldn't take them. It would lower my blood pressure and send me into shock. So with that, that's terrible when you can't have pain medicine.
Yeah.
So I had to take things like 800 milligram ibuprofen and Tylenol and things like that, which don't really work when you're in pain. Like, it's nothing they really can do. So it's almost 9 years now, and I still suffer with that pain. I was told that I wasn't going to be able to have kids. I have one.
Yeah.
I work still. It was hard getting back into the workforce. It's still hard being in the workforce because companies don't tend to understand the extent of your injuries. They just want you to do your job. And so when you have to call off work and things like that because of those injuries, they're not too understanding of it. But it's okay. I work. I'm married. And it's just a lot, but overall, I made it. I have to take long baths sometimes just to get my bones some, relief.
So were you married then?
No, I got married last year in May.
Okay.
It was just long road, long road.
So, what does he say about you? I'll ask this first though.
Okay.
Do you take medicine to bear with the pain?
Tylenol.
Just Tylenol. Okay.
Tylenol.
So other than that, you don't have to go through these extra painful medicines, like something that really makes you high throughout the day.
No, because I can't take it. It'll lower my blood pressure, and I probably won't know what's going on after that.
Okay.
So I can't take can't take any harsh medicines. And so I just have to bear with the pain. Now the pain is sometimes unbearable.
Yeah.
Sometimes my joints get stuck or I can't move one of my legs, but it's okay. I tell people all the time I'd rather have joint pain and still be here than no pain and be gone. So my husband's he's a tremendous help. He understands. Of course, they put I didn't think we were going to get married because they put a damper in our relationship when we first started dating because he likes to do things like skating and bowling and things like that. Well, skating is really hard for me now because of the pain. I can't take the skates and stuff. But at first he was like, you can't do anything. But then he understood, you know.
So it's good to have someone that's right by your side and sticking with the pain with you.
Yes.
Because it's nothing like someone to the side, on the side, telling you that you need to get up and you need to bear with the pain, because that will make you feel more depressed.
It makes you feel like you're a burden.
Yeah.
When people say you need to learn how to bear with the pain, but I tell people all the time, the best thing you can do with somebody if you haven't been through that situation is try to sympathize with them, because you don't know the pain that nobody feels from anything if you haven't physically, dealt with that type of pain, because it's terrible.
So has this caused you, as far as, like I mentioned before, your issues with your hair?
Yeah,
I did keep you from keeping yourself up.
When I went to before I had my car accident, I went and got my hair done every 2 weeks. So I went from being able to get up and do as I please to actually having to have someone wait on me hand and foot. So it was really hard because I'm used to going and getting my hair done. I think I had my car accident in September. I didn't think I was able. My mom put me in my wheelchair and took me to get my hair done in December. Like I was kind of like on bed rest, so it wasn't much I could do. And so she took me and got my hair done in December, and then after that it was just like, I could throw a wig on and just be done. I ain't gotta worry about this hair or nothing, just be done.
So you just try to keep less issues and problems as possible.
Yeah.
Or not even issues or problems, or just less things to do. you know,
wigs
because
are
it's stressful.
convenient.
Yeah. So wigs, ma'am, has also made your hair dry because you don't get the natural, you know, sunlight that your hair needs, or the natural moisture in the air. Sometimes we need that for our hair. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of that. However, it can be saved. I'm gonna start right now, and she's gonna tell you about her story later and how she conquered, you know, the pain and everything that she had to conquer in her
27
in her 27 years of life. See you in a minute. We're waiting 10 minutes for the Olaplex, which is this product, to do its job. Guys, I am done completely with her color, Jalen's color, and you guys are going to love her new look so far. And I am not even complete, you know. She, fortunately for me, did her own makeup, and I guess she's an inspiring. You guys can inspire her a little more right there below to be a makeup artist. And here she is. So what we have done is that I gave her a shadow root, and this shadow root is brown. You probably can't tell, but it is a dark chocolate brown. And I also went in and allowed what the lightener did on its own. I left some highlights in there. So I did a threading technique with that. I left some brown underneath right at her neck, so that with this cut that I'm about to deliver, you're not ready. I'm telling you, you're just not ready. She's not either, because her husband is not. Because she recently told us that her husband is not for this. So hopefully he thinks he's not for it, but I think he will be. So just watch us as we complete this look. And while we do that, while I flat iron her, I'm gonna let her complete her story. And I'll start with, I know you mentioned the car wreck. Were there any other issues that you had, you know, that was hard for you during that time? Like, did you have your child by then?
No, Jason's only a year old now.
Okay.
But I had lots of issues, like dealing with things like my tailbone. Even now, almost 9 years later, it's hard for long periods of time. We deal with sciatic nerve problems.
What about your anxiety?
Oh, it's terrible. I didn't drive for a long time, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. I really started back driving. I didn't drive for a long time. I tried to drive after my car accident, and a year later, a girl ran a red light and hit me again. So that kind of scarred me, but luckily, no injuries. I didn't sustain any injuries from that. But anxiety is bad. Depression is bad.
Why depression?
My depression had got really bad. That's when you got to think about things, like things that you're limited on doing. Like, I used to love to skate. I can't skate anymore. The fact that it could, it affects you in the long run of playing with your child or your children, and, you know, running and doing things like that. I wanted to go to the Air Force, was not able to go to the Air Force because of that injury. So, I'm kind of glad I didn't go now, but, it's different things, and I guess people have different coping mechanisms, and my thing was nobody understood what I was going through. Nobody, and then I felt like no one was trying to understand, so that made the anxiety and the depression worse.
What about therapy? Have you tried that?
I talked to someone. Honestly, it didn't work.
Why? I mean, I
didn't really feel like she was interested. She was just like, you know, we got different ways of dealing with it. Write it down and throw it away, you know. I'm like, write it down and throw it away? What's the point of me writing it? She was like, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm like, but sometimes you have to let people know that they hurt your feelings.
Right. So what can you tell someone from this experience that you've had, you know, how to deal with it?
Really try to find ways to deal with your anger. Don't be like me. I kind of like took my anger and frustrations out on the people that were there to help. People are going to help. They don't exactly know what you're going through, but if you could vocalize that to them of like how you're feeling and what you're feeling, they'll be able to help you more. They'll be able to understand what it is that you need and what you desire at that point in time. Whatever pain medicine they give you, I know it's so easy to get addicted to pain medication, I know, but whatever medication they give you, please try to take it, and please try to take it the way that they prescribe. You know, they prescribe it to you because that medicine is there to help.
So nothing more.
Whatever they give you, you know, take it the way that they prescribe, and try to make it you know, try to make it work for you. Pray. That helped me a lot. Sometimes you just have to pray, and it's okay to cry. Don't let people tell you it's not okay to cry. It is okay to cry. You're human. We're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Cry it out. Sometimes that's the best. The best therapy you can get is to cry it out. I had to. For me, it seemed like God had forgot about me.
Why do you say that?
And I felt like I just felt like, why did you let this happen to me? And I had to have a minister come and talk to me, because she told me, she had to remind me that God has no perspective person. It's nothing so bad that he'll let happen to you that he won't let happen to someone else. It's just sometimes, in the words of my grandmother, he has to knock you flat for you to see who's actually on top. Yes. You think that you're on top and he's on top. So it's a lot, but I just say pray and trust God no matter what you're going through. It has a purpose. It's a reason behind it all, and I didn't realize that, but I realize now if I had gone to the Air Force, I probably wouldn't have my son, because I was pro no kids. I probably would not have had my son, and I probably would not have married my husband. So I look at things, you know, I look at things in a bigger picture now that I didn't see back then. But of course I was only 18, so I felt like my life had crashed before my eyes. But I'm grateful more than anything. I'm grateful. I have a happy life. I have a healthy baby.
And you have gorgeous hair.
And you know, things aren't as bad as they could have been. So I'm grateful. I'm still able to, you know, do most of the daily activities that I want to do. So I still walk in my high heel shoes, even though they told me not to, you know. But hey, I already told them when I get old, they just gonna have to make a walker that's gonna adjust to the height of my shoes, and we'll have to work that out at another day. But
I feel the same way.
You know, but things aren't bad. It's always somebody worse off than you are. But I look at it that I could have been completely paralyzed and not temporarily. So I'll take temporary over complete permanently any day. Give me temp. So, you know, that wheelchair taught me a lesson. You take for granted the access to the things you have until you don't have them anymore. Yeah, and that was like the use of my legs.
But I'm glad you said all that. So in a minute, you guys will see her in her clothing. You will see her cut. As you can see right now, it is silky. And now I'm going to cut her hair and give her a new look. Give her a new style. Give her something else to be grateful for. See you guys. Bye. So, if you were to describe the feeling right now, what would the feeling be described as?
It felt like when I got married. I felt pretty.
Come closer and show the camera. Turn around, turn around. Shake it. As you guys can see, she has bounce, she has flow, she is natural, and you guys, like, it is gorgeous on her. Like, she is gold, but she also has these brown roots that just gives everything to everyone.
Thank you so much, Mimi.
Oh, no problem, girl. I just love this look on you, and hopefully you'll be able to really take care of your hair this time.
Yes, I am. No more dead hair.
What about the look, the dress you have on?
The dress, honestly, it came from a boutique. I can't remember the name of it. We did some work for the boutique, and they gave us this dress. I have a white one too. And the shoes, they came from Journey's She.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Look at that, y'all. Look at those shoes. I see you put some shoes on that has that yellow in it, just like their hair, huh? So you guys can find me here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm a hairstylist. I do healthy hair. I create beautiful healthy hair. I create beautiful healthy cuts. Whatever you guys want, I will give you, because I specialize in cuts and color. And also, if you have questions about any of the things that I've done, feel free to comment below, and I will get back with you immediately. As soon as I can, I'll get back with you about the process that I used on, what's your name?
Jalen.
On Jalen. Jalen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
And hopefully
I'll be back in 3 months to get my hair trimmed and treated.
That was the first Glambush, and hopefully there will be more. Stay tuned, and I will get back with you guys on that. Please comment below, share this video, and you guys, thank you for watching.